Hey, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for checking out this video. Hope you're having a fantastic day. So Sabrina Ionescu had some interesting comments post game last night that I want to play for you and talk about that I found kind of interesting. So I'm going to play it. There's the quote above, but I'll read that. But she is asked about why they weren't able to play Liberty basketball in this game against the Fever.
No, we play Liberty basketball, but understanding like this is their Super Bowl game. I mean, we've beaten them 3 times this year already. We knew they were gonna come into this game really hungry, and it's tough to beat a team 4 times. Like, it's just tough in our league, especially with how every team has just grown, and especially this young team. You've been able to just see how much they've grown, just throughout the first half of the season. So, I don't think it was necessarily us not playing our style of basketball. It's just understanding that we had to come in with a sense of urgency, knowing it's not going to be as easy as it was in the first couple games that we were able to go up against them because they've just grown.
Now, I played that whole clip. The one that's going around people are talking about is this. This is their Super Bowl game. We've beaten them 3 times this year already. We knew they were going to come into this game really hungry, and it's tough to beat a team 4 times. And the reason I let the rest play is because I do think that softens this a little bit in terms of what she was saying. Now, I kind of get it. I'm not going to give Sabrina the hate that a lot of other people are giving her for this in terms of, being a sore loser or making excuses because there is a bit of truth to that. Now, to say that it's difficult 4 times in this league when I think there's a huge separation between the top teams and the rest, that I'm not buying that. But yeah, in general, even if you're the better team, when you go out and beat a team two, three, 4 times in a row, it does get tougher each time because they do come into it a little more. How should I put it? They want it a little more. But what I'm going to say that I found funny is this is their Super Bowl game because I think there's a little bit of dismissiveness in that, and that she's kind of saying we are so good, we're so much better than they are that it's just really not all that important to us. It's just another game, and to them it's everything. Uh, Here's the issue I have with that. Because again, I get it to a degree, a little bit of saying something like that because you see it. It's talked about a lot, especially in the NFL, when a team wins the Super Bowl and then the next season they get every single team's best because those teams see that as an opportunity to measure themselves to go out and take on the defending Super Bowl champions. And so there's a little more intensity to every game the defending champion has to play. However, here's the point I want to make. The Indiana Fever with Caitlin Clark on that team and everything that comes with that, from her career at Iowa to her massive popularity to the drama and the lack of acceptance by the league and the players and people in the media that are bashing her and saying that she's overrated and all of this stuff, to Diana Taurasi and reality is coming and on and on. The Indiana Fever were not a very good team last year, but because of all of that, every game they play is the other team's Super Bowl. You see what I'm saying? So I just don't. I think that is a poor line of thought from Sabrina there, to be like, oh well, it's their Super Bowl, so we just what? I don't know. You couldn't match their intensity. Is that what it was? Because it was their Super Bowl, but you didn't care? The Indiana Fever deal with that every single game because every single team that the Fever play wants to go out and beat them and beat Caitlin Clark and embarrass Caitlin Clark and do everything they can to force her to have a bad game so that they can say, oh, see, she's not really that good. Oh, see, she can't handle the physicality of the WNBA. Oh, see, all she can do is shoot threes. See, she turns the ball over all the time, and on and on and on. So if you can't handle the Indiana Fever beating you because they consider it their Super Bowl. What do you think the Indiana Fever are dealing with? And by the way, a great example of that is when the Chicago Sky finally beat them. Did you see how the Chicago Sky reacted to beating the Indiana Fever? You want to talk about Super Bowl. There was far, far more excitement and celebration by the Chicago Sky after beating the Fever than there was for the Fever after beating the Liberty. So that is kind of the issue I have with that statement. I found that a little ridiculous. The rest of it really didn't bother me all that much because she did, that's why I let it play because I wanted to be fair and I could that she talked about how they are getting better and they are getting better. But hey, Liberty, you're also 17-3. So, but the Super Bowl game thing irked me a little bit, but I didn't have too much of a problem with it overall or the rest of it like some people do. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about her Sabrina's excuse about it being the Fever Super Bowl versus what the Fever have to deal with all season, sorry. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. If you're enjoying the content, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. And I will talk to you later.